Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host, Jalindo, and today we are playing more Dungeon of the Endless. We're going to be doing floor number 3. In the last episode, you saw that we picked up a new character for our team, Nurse Dina, and she's going to be our runner, our new runner. Elise, who was our runner, is extremely slow and will be more suited for defensive choke points, and so you'll be seeing me more actively move around Nurse Dina, and Elise will be moving with Chef Naynor likely to defend points. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to go north to start out, but unfortunately there's no north, so we're going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo next. West. Alright. I wish I understood, and I probably need to do more research, but each of these monsters have different abilities and different focuses, and I don't know them, to be perfectly honest, well enough to be able to explain their strengths and weaknesses, so I'm just going to be playing it by ear. But if you want to get super good at this game, learn the monsters. That is the way to go, and you'll be better than me for sure. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to build a... I always like to start with food. Food is just so very valuable. And I've got a stockpile of industry from level 1 that's still building. So I won't even need to build one of those, hopefully, this whole level. So let's continue going west since we've lit that room up. We can light up this room as well. We got a research. We'll go ahead and use that research. And Firebot, Claymore Mine. Tear gas. I loves me some tear gas. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and add that one. And that'll be awesome. Very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and move everyone north because I love north. And we're at a dead end. So at this dead end, we're going to go ahead and build another module. Let's go with science because we are running quite low on science. And move down. Let's go west now. See where we're at in that direction. Oh, we got an event, a little stasis pod here. If we open that, it will have something random. It's another hero. So a lot of times it'll be resources. In this case, it looks like Mormish was in there. Not a huge fan of Mormish. Very slow, has some weird abilities, but he's a hero and we'll take him. Interestingly enough, in this game there are 3 factions. There's the crewmen, the prisoners, and the natives. And the crewmen buff each other, the prisoners buff each other, and the natives don't really buff each other. But it's kind of interesting that we have all 4 crewmen, or 4 of the crewmen, in our party. Not a single prisoner has shown up yet. It's very odd, but I'll take it. I'll go ahead and light up that room and go west. I'm going to try to start using my abilities more often because really there's no reason I shouldn't be using them. So can't light up that room. So I'm going to go ahead and leave everyone in there and move the nurse to the west 1 and then back in here if there's any monster spawns. And we'll just go ahead and take out these monsters as a group. Boom. Boom. Alright, now we can light up a room. So we'll light up this room, move everybody forward, and we can't light up this room. We'll leave everyone in there and go with Nurse Dina north, and then back in south. There's the exit. I love seeing that. This is actually a really good setup because there are 2 unlit rooms in a row. They're not gonna be able to spawn enough enemies to overwhelm us, and I can go ahead and put a Chef Naynor over here. And I'll put Elise here, and then I'll take Dina and the Warden. I'll move them to the middle. I'll go ahead and have, so that means these 2 can't spawn any monsters. All we have to worry about is the next room, which is very nice. Move her forward, and move her back. And there's no monsters, so I am safe. We got industry generator, Firebot, prisoner prod number 2, which that's actually quite useful, but I really want this industry generator. Even though I don't, to be perfectly honest, don't really generate much industry. I'm going to go ahead and wait on that. I'll get the prisoner prod too. Nice and cheap, and I'm sure that other upgrade will roll around again shortly. In fact, I can check this other research lab and see that it's not there. Awesome. I can also re-roll if you want to see what that looks like. If you click this, you'll reset the researches and you'll get another set. So it looks like I re-rolled. I can now get a level 3 food replicator, and I go crazy over that kind of stuff. But I can't get it yet. Chances are I probably won't be able to save up enough research to get that. So I'm going to go with a Tesla module. Teslas are very good, and so are tear gas modules. And I don't, to be perfectly honest, I don't use them enough, but I hear good things. And so I'm sure they'll be quite useful now that I'll actually force myself to start using them and liking it. So Nurse Dina, I'm going to take east. And I've got everyone spread out, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. She'll be able to take out, hopefully, any monsters in this room. And take out those. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Come on, kill it. This is taking too long. Finally. That was not ideal, but it's fine. I'm going to put, let's see, level 3. We're looking at probably 17. I think this will be worth it, but just barely. And since I need science, I will take just barely. Alright. Next, I'm going to go ahead and level Dina, see if she gets operate. What's sad about this is that operate is really nice, but I'm going to have her as a runner, and so she's not going to be able to operate. It totally defeats her purpose of why she's in my team right now, but I don't have any other good runners. She has to do it. So I'm just going to have to deal with that really inefficient situation, to be perfectly honest. Everyone's spread out, blocking those rooms. I should be good to go for splitting the difference and going east. I normally go north, but given a 3-way split, I probably should go east to see if one wraps around onto the other. That would be a helpful layout. Go ahead and open that. Got some dust, light the room, and we're still good. I got bracelets. Bracelets are defense and attack power. She doesn't have anything yet, and so I want to go ahead and throw that on there. Just in case, I'm going to throw down some prisoner prods to make sure she has the choke point to run back to. I'm not going to throw down the tear gas just yet. Is nice, but I don't feel like I really need it yet, and it is a little more expensive. So I'm going to move this Dina forward here to the next room. And we get a nice little event box. It's probably going to be dust. Yes, it's dust. How did I know that? And light that room. I can actually light some rooms and move some people forward. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to light those 2 rooms, move the Elise and Chef Nahor forward. I'm going to leave Mr. Mormish back there with the research lab. And I'm going to actually have him check, see if we can research anything. Dust-filled gen is fairly useful. Neurostun module is pretty useful. Why not? Yeah, go ahead and research one of those. Move him back down so we can block that spawn. And we will have the team go forward to the next area. Lots of monsters. So, you know, door number 12, you can see how many monsters are spawning. It gets harder as the levels go on. And it would be much harder if I didn't have this on too easy. So, there's that. But it will get hard enough at later levels that I'll have to actually focus. I'm going to go ahead and move Dina north. I want to keep Chef Nahor there because I don't really see a reason to move him in as well. Got a merchant here. Let's see what he has. First aid kit, a hand vacuum, and a battlefield injector. One gives wit and speed. The hand vacuum gives pickpocket and speed. Pickpocket gives you dust based on, I believe, based on killing monsters. It gives you more dust or higher probability of dust. That would actually be helpful for me to have on Dina. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and close this. This is food. I can sell food items to him if I want to, but I don't have any items to really sell to him. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hand vacuum on Dina and then move the defensive, offensive item probably over to Elise because she's going to be able to use that pretty effectively. Alright, so we got 2 unlit rooms. I'm going to move Nahor up there, leave Elise in there, and move the nurse south. Trying to keep everything as safe as possible. So no monsters. Got a research finished. I'm gonna have Mormish check that. And we can get 3, but we don't have enough sciencey stuff. And we can get tear gas 1 to 3. That's actually very much worth it. Even though I haven't used it yet, it is very much worth it. Nurse is going to go back a few steps, and she's going to open a door to the north. Oh, I can light up one of these rooms. I'll light up that one. Make it safe. We have a native. I believe that's Lady Jolary. We're not going to have her because one of the downsides to Lady Jolary, she has excellent stats and excellent abilities, but starting at level 2, she starts leaching out some of your dust, and it makes her a serious downside, especially at the upper levels, because then she starts, you can light less rooms simply because you have her on your group, and I like her, I love her as a character, except for that, and it just makes her worthless. Not worthless, but not very valuable. That's Rakia. Rakia is a very good mechanic. She's a prisoner faction mechanic and can operate. She's very, very useful. One of the better characters, in my opinion. Nothing to worry about there. Since I haven't recruited them, they'll act as extra defenders, so they'll actually fight for me or fight for themselves as monsters are spawning. So that actually helps to have them there. And open up the last door of the dungeon. So that's all right. Now I'm going to go ahead and move everyone back to this room and help Elise defend. You can see I'm starting to take some real damage now. I'm going to move her back and stop these crystals. Alrighty. So now we need to get to this exit, and that's going to be pretty easy on this level. I'm going to depower some of these rooms, power up some of the other ones, move everyone over, and grab Elise and have her grab the crystal. I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to have her run like this. So you can see the monsters coming, and the prisoner prods will kind of hold them back. The modules will hold them back based on what their focuses are. Some of these guys will ignore modules and go after the crystal. And we're going to be just fine because we're going to make it with time to spare. And green means good. Heroes ready, 4 out of 4, which means we can safely exit, and we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, one important note is if you beat a level, and then you have 2 characters in your group that have storylines that intertwine, that, you know, have subplots, don't read this if you don't want spoilers. In fact, you can go to the next video now. If you don't mind spoilers, spoiler alert, this is one of the storylines. Dina has a conversation with Warden Mormish about his medical condition. Hi, I'm the lead medical practitioner. She's that's still alive. You can click. Ah, yes, hello. I was the warden of the ship, the director of the prison. You're the warden? You kept all these guys in cells and punished them? Would you be quiet, or just give me a painless overdose? So, a little conversation. That plot line will build over several levels if they both survive. That was level 4, excuse me, level 3, and next level will be level 4. We seem to have a pretty good team. I wish I had a faster runner, but Dina will do fine. So please come back for the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. And until next time, keep it clean.